Next speaker is Troy Giordano, to be followed by Stacy Chapman.
Hello, my name is Troy Giordano. I would like to ask you to consider naming the new middle school after my brother Mathias William Giordano. Mathias is my best friend, my role model, the best brother anyone could ever ask for. He always looked after me and helped me with my homework, even when he was sick. He always told me to keep trying and keep up the good work. He was funny, athletic, smart, helpful, kind, and I miss him very much. He always told me to keep trying and While he was alive and sick, he always thought of others. He wanted to raise awareness for pediatric cancer and make the gold ribbon known as a symbol of hope for kids fighting cancer. He was and still is my inspiration to do better and to do more. I hope that you will find it in your heart to honor my epic brother by naming the middle school after him. Thank you for letting me speak tonight. Thanks, Troy Giordano.
Thank you. Stacy Chapman, to be followed by Christian Dieterlein. Sorry if I mispronounced the name, trying to read the writing.
All right, Mr. Chairman, I move that the Loudoun County School Board adopts Madison's Trust Elementary School as the name for the new elementary school ES27 to be located in the Dulles North planning area.
Is it seconded by Mr. Morse? Ms. Turgeon?
Yes, this was the recommended action, and it was the vote of the committee. I think it's a fine name. I think it has a lot of historical significance. I did want to bring to the attention of the board just some, I believe we received at least one letter, a couple of letters regarding the first alternate, and that was of North Star. There were some valid points that were brought up. Apparently I was not present at the committee, but apparently North Star was, kind of the front runner during the discussions, according to what I've heard from parents. And again, there's no issue with the name. It was just something brought to my attention. There's been some questioning whether or not elementary students would be able to connect with something so deep historically, and that the North Star would be something that could be, it kind of goes in alignment with some of our other elementary schools in the area, Legacy and Creighton's, which correlate with locations and so forth. And so I just wanted to put it out there as, something maybe that the board might want to consider looking at a name. If, I know there were some questions about Madison's Trust before as far as just the ambiguity for an elementary school. So just putting it out there.
Further discussion on the motion to name ES27 Madison's Trust. Mr. Fox.
Yeah, I like this name and will support it. I don't think it's particularly nebulous. I think when you explain even to elementary school students that Loudoun County was the de facto capital of the United States for a short period of time, that's something that everyone can understand and think is cool. I would just like to point out that it was actually Leesburg in Loudoun County, Virginia, that housed those documents according to best records. But I still approve of the name.
Further discussion. I mentioned this before when it came up, I did think this was a creative way of capturing an event that I know has been talked about in various naming committees in the past, and different names have come up that are related to this particular event. And yet, usually the names themselves were awkward enough that no one felt comfortable moving it forward. But I do think this is close enough to something that is easier to understand and at the same time kind of captures the spirit of the event. And I think it'd be a great name for a school. Other comments? All right. Seeing none, final word on your motion. All right. All those in favor of the motion to name ES27 Madison's Trust Elementary School, please say aye and raise your hand. Aye. Let the record show that carries unanimously with Ms. Rose absent to the vote. By the way, Ms. Rose is planning on coming back. She is at an event for her child at the moment. So that motion will carry 801. We'll move to the next item, which is 12.02 from Planning and Legislative Services. Is the name of the new middle school, MS9, to be located also in the Dulles North planning area. Is there a motion on this item? Ms. Turgeon.
Yes. I move that the Loudoun County School Board adopts John F. Ryan Middle School as the name for the new middle school, MS9, to be located in the Dulles North planning area.
All right. Is there a second? Second item, Mr. Keisters. Would you like to introduce the item?
Sure. I mean, this was another name that was suggested by the committee that had some historical significance. And I think, some of the comments that were shared this evening as far as the historical significance were very on par with some of my thoughts as far as the naming of the school. So I'm supportive of it.
All right. Further discussion? All right. Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion put forward to name MS9 after Mr. Ryan, please say aye and raise your hand. Aye. Let the record show that carries unanimously.